Hey y'all, hey. Hi, I hope everybody's been doing well. I am back with another video. I felt the spirit move me, so here I am, Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a plant video, of course, about a money tree repotting, and there's some extra bonus clips at the end. So please watch. I lost the first portion of this video. I accidentally deleted it. So we are just jumping in, talking about some stuff about my favorite television program, and I'm currently on vacation. I'm wrapping up the last few days here. So I really hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you I probably get maybe about 80 to 90 views. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for checking me out. Bye. You know about him, Raymond Reddington, the Blacklist. Blacklist has been on, I think, for about 9 seasons now, and I hope they make it for 9 more at least. I love the damn Blacklist. It's one of my favorite shows, and if you don't know about a Raymond Reddington, well, shit, get your life. Get your life. Go, what? What? Raymond Reddington, what? I will stop and watch other shows and all that. But Raymond Reddington, what? Okay, so I'm on the last week of my vacation. I've been off of work for the past. I took, what's that on my chin? What is that on my chin? Ah, shit, hair. All right, let's get out that light. Yeah, good morning. So I took a couple of weeks off from work. And so I have been loving it, been doing some stuff at home. And okay, just so you know what I'm drinking, I'm about to have me some coffee, but like I said, I'm on vacation. So I got me some wine in the morning. So, what is this? This is a little rosé in the morning. All right, be right back. Okay, I decided to talk over this part because I left the water running and it was really loud. But anyway, what I've just looked in here and I realized, as I had soil in here previously, and the soil was not draining quick enough at all. And the reason why is because the draining plug at the bottom of the container was completely stuffed with soil. And this kind of sucks because I've had my what is the name of that plant? My African mass plant in here, and I lost like 2 or 3 of them. And now I realize it's because I didn't have sense enough to properly take care of that drainage hole. So now I'm just trying to get out all of the remaining soils. I'm showing how much faster the water is now draining out. And I am just really feeling really stupid right now for not realizing this early. But I also think this is a great training tool for someone else so you can avoid making the same mistakes. Because what I realize is this happens a lot because of the saucer pan that's attached. That's the soil that I had recently took out. See how soaking wet it is? It's running all over my countertop because it would not drain. And I'm showing you the plant I'm about to repot, my Chinese money plant. And I was so glad I noticed this because there's no way in hell I want to lose my plant. I love this plant. I got this plant like 3 years ago. So I'm going to come up with a quick, easy solution that I'll show you in 1 second. Okay, so here is a piece of terracotta. It's from a terracotta pot that I broke, and I often do not throw these away. And this one was pretty big. So when it broke, I decided that, you know what, I'll be able to use this for plants. So this is a real simple solution to this. That's it. That is it. You just cover up the hole, give it a little length, and notice how I put it down. I didn't put it down that way. I actually want it to come this way, just so it can have a little bit. And let's say if I thought that piece was insufficient, I would honestly simply just get a little bit bigger piece to see, because I really don't want the soil to go down in there. Hey guys, okay, so with this piece of terracotta, I'm about to just turn it over. I'm going to show you why you don't want to turn this particular piece over because it has a slight bend in it. And what happened is that you're still going to prevent your water from draining as quickly as you want. Now, if you just see how it's just sort of settling there, now it is draining. It's just draining incredibly slow. And I don't want that either. Yeah, because I want to get the plant nice and moist and I want the water to run off quickly. And with this particular plant, it does need to retain some moisture, but simply by just turning it over, it just drains completely out fast, quick, and easy. Okay, so y'all, I just went ahead and I added back that moist soil back to the container, the planter pot here. And now we're just going to test and see if my theory actually worked, which of course it did. This is a very simple fix. Anyone can Google this and find this out. Yeah, just look at it. You can see the water is immediately rushing out, and that's exactly what I want. I really don't want this plant to retain I don't want it sitting in water, and that's what it would have been done previously, and I believe this is the culprit of why I've lost so many plants in the past out of this container. So another simple solution is to avoid buying these containers, but you don't have to. If you find something on clearance, you want to get it. You want to get it. It's cheap. These planters can run at a ridiculous price. I know I picked this one up at Walmart on clearance, and I don't regret buying it, although I did lose some plants because, I just didn't know any better. But we are ready to plant up my money tree plant. And the first thing that we're going to do that we're going to need here is we're going to need some coffee grinds. Yes, this is from my coffee pot this morning where I had my first cup of coffee. I am going to take these grounds and I'm not going to throw them away, but I am going to reuse them and providing some great nutrients for my plant soil. One of the things that coffee grounds are teaming with are magnesium, potassium, even calcium, zinc, and some copper as well. But the main reason why I am particularly using this plant is that I did see a lot of yellowing on my plant, so I'm concerned about its nitrogen. I want to make sure that it has a healthy balance of nitrogen in the soil, and that is one thing that coffee grounds will do. It will fix that level and give me a much better root system. Okay, stand by. Beautiful money tree plant or Japanese or Chinese plant. And this is how I knew that I was sizing up correctly. When you size up, you only want, that's about 1 inch of space between the old pots. So I probably come up about 2 inches, about 1 inch more than how big it was. So 1 inch or 2 more. And that's exactly what I wanted. So now I feel comfortable in transporting this. So I'll be right back. Because again, I don't have my tripod. Hey y'all, I did not need to come back here. I did not need to do a talk over for this part. I really was explaining this very well. However, I see them dishes I left in the sink. I was so excited and everything, but that's just an excuse. I know y'all gonna come for me. I'm gonna do better. You ain't gotta come. You ain't gotta come for me. I'm gonna do better. Trust and believe those dishes did make their way into the dishwasher, and I cleaned my entire sink very, very well. And I'm gonna do better. So, just take it easy on you, girl. Just a little overzealous, but it won't happen again. Now, this is just me trying to take this out. Let's keep watching. The coffee grounds are at the bottom. I'm going to loosen up this root ball a little bit. I'm going to pack it in, and I'm probably going to add in a little bit of more. It's actually using all of the soil on here. There is nothing left in the pot. So we're just going to have to break this up and add it back into the soil because it should have some of its old soil with it, and then we'll add on some new. I'll be right back. Okay, once again, I left the water on. Okay, so I've potted up this plant. It looks pretty good in the pot. It did have approximately about 2 inches of space in between, so it did work out for me there. It already has a lot of damp soil on it, and so I'm not really going to water it all that much. I'm going to water it enough just so I can tell whether or not how much of the water is running through it. So got the water going. and it drained down pretty quickly. Actually, it drained down. You really can't tell it there, but there are some air bubbles coming through, so it is draining. But again, I didn't add a lot of water here. The soil is pretty wet, and I didn't want to add a whole lot more to it. But I'm about to pick it up here and tip out what it has, and you'll see how well that water really flows off of there. Any moment I'm gonna pick it up. Yep, I should be picking it up. Yeah, I guess I'm not. Okay, wait. Here I go. Here it is. There it is. And I'm going to tip it over, and you can see how much of that water, all of that water I add to it really came out of it. So the little piece of terracotta pot at the bottom to over that hole really worked well. I'm going to really watch out for this plant in the future. Just keep an eye on it the next couple of weeks or so, just to make sure that it's still draining well. And I'm also going to wait for it to be a lot on the dry side before I give it any more water. But it looks like the solution worked. Quick, simple, easy fix, and I recommend it to all of you guys to give it a try, especially when you have one of these attached saucer pots. Okay, so that's pretty much it with this. I'm about to move it to its permanent location and let you take a quick look at it. All right, stay tuned. Okay, let me back up so you can see it. Here it is. It's in the little nook of my house. It's right over those overhead lights, and as you come down, plant is there. I guess I could back up so you can see it a little bit more. Okay, and it looks good there. We're gonna have to make some changes though. Take off this plant here. I'm gonna relocate it. It is just entirely too big for this space. And if you look at how it's leaning, it is reaching for light. So I'm gonna move it downstairs to my little plant oasis, I call it. And just this does get great afternoon light, but it looks like this plant wants a little bit more than that. And so I do have a great place for it to go. So I'm gonna water that up and then take it downstairs. And then this plant will, oh, that's heavy. It may not need to be watered. Ooh, that's really heavy. So, all right, so that's how it really is gonna look. I might even bring up some smaller plants that I think would just enjoy being over here. And then over here, this is my Monstera Deliciosa, which last year it had a rough time. It had such a hard time last year, but this year with definitely some new dedication, and all I did was raise it off of the floor and just kept it on a regular watering schedule and pushed it closer to this. I think this is a west facing sunrises in the east and sets in the west. So this is a west facing window, and it is doing so much better. It has produced a few new leaves. I don't know which one, but you can see this is the newest one that's coming out now. I'm very happy with it. I did lose about 3 or 4 of the big leaves, and yeah, just reposition it. So just listening to your plant talk. Faux, not a real plant. And then over here, this is my cornstalk plant that I definitely need to repot it. I actually have a new container for it to go into. Our girl Chauncey, y'all know Chauncey, insert picture, boom. She actually was able, she found this on clearance at Target and was able to pick it up for me. She paid like $7, and of course it's money she's never gonna see back from me. She'll get it paid back to her in other ways. But yeah, so that's just how we roll. Hey girl, you wanna go ahead and pick that up for me? Yeah, I got you. Now, and you know, we don't even say anymore, okay, I'm gonna get you back. That is not even a terminology we use. You gonna pick me up one? I got you. And that's exactly what it means. I got you. I'm gonna pick this up. And you know, that's just how, you know, I like to say that's just how sisters are. but anyway, the cornstalk plant is doing really, really well. So well. It is actually a huge chore to repot. The most I've done to it is I put it in this pot and I rose up the bed on it. And that did something, but now it's giving, look at all the new growth it's giving down there. Not to mention new growth up here. There are some dry spots on it. But all in all, it loves this corner. I am not going to repot it until next spring though. I've decided I'm not going to do it until spring unless it tells me otherwise. I mean, the weather here in South Carolina can totally be repotted, but I'm just going to wait for spring, and that way it can just go from spring right into summer here. We get really hot summers here. This plant doesn't really go out of this area, but the days are so much longer in the summertime that it's going to just get all that light. So I am going to wait. And there's the container it's going into. I can't believe this beautiful plastic container costs $7. Yay. Okay.
I could do it.
Yes.
Hey y'all, I just wanted to give you a clip into one of the nights while I was on vacation. This is the crew I hung out with on a Friday night. I love these ladies. Those three over there in the corner, off to the side, those are my main bitches right there. Chauncey, Olivia, and Asia. They're funny. They crack me up. They're witty. They just keep me in stitches. They're my bitches right now. You guys don't need to hear this conversation, but I think we were talking about an upcoming Black Panther movie, and just laughing and kikiing as girls do, as women do, and the jokes just kept coming. And for some haters, I'm just not going to let you hear that conversation. But we had a great time that night, and all that alcohol you see on the table, plus more, got consumed. And I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching me, and I'll see you next time for more planting and drinking. Bye.